Pregnancy is a remarkable biological journey that begins with fertilization, when a sperm cell meets and merges with an egg cell inside the fallopian tube, forming a single cell called a zygote. This cell contains the complete genetic blueprint for a new human life. Within hours, it begins dividing into multiple cells while traveling toward the uterus. After several days, it becomes a tiny structure called a blastocyst, which attaches itself to the inner lining of the uterus in a process known as implantation. Once implanted, the cells begin organizing into different layers that will form the body's organs and systems. During the early weeks of development, the embryo forms essential structures such as the neural tube, which later develops into the brain and spinal cord. Around the 6th week, the primitive heart begins to beat and pump blood through a developing circulatory system. As the embryo continues to grow, small buds appear that will become arms and legs, and the foundations for the eyes, ears, and facial features begin to take shape. By the end of the first trimester, the embryo is now called a fetus, and most of the major organs have started forming. At the same time, the placenta develops as a specialized organ that connects the mother and the fetus through the umbilical cord, delivering oxygen and nutrients while removing waste products. In the second trimester, the fetus grows rapidly and its body structures become more defined. Bones begin to harden, muscles strengthen, and the fetus may start making gentle movements inside the amniotic fluid that surrounds and protects it within the uterus. The brain continues developing quickly, creating new neural connections that will later support movement, sensation, and learning. The lungs also begin forming complex structures that will eventually allow breathing after birth. As pregnancy progresses into the third trimester, the fetus gains more weight and its organs mature further to prepare for life outside the womb. The brain develops deeper folds to increase its surface area, the lungs produce substances that help them expand after birth, and layers of fat accumulate under the skin to help regulate body temperature. The fetus often settles into a head-down position in the uterus as the body prepares for delivery. Meanwhile, the placenta continues working as a life support system, ensuring a steady exchange of oxygen, nutrients, and hormones that maintain the pregnancy. After about 40 weeks of development, the fetus reaches full term and is ready for birth. Labor begins when the uterus starts rhythmic contractions that gradually open the cervix and guide the baby through the birth canal. This extraordinary process marks the completion of pregnancy and the beginning of a new life, demonstrating the incredible coordination between cellular growth, maternal support, and human development.